90-Day Fiancé style, Princess Leonor slams rumors after royal reveal. Spain expected silence. The palace expected compliance. But Princess Leonor refused. Rumors spread like wildfire. Whispers tried to define her. And then, she slammed them all. Because the truth, it wasn't what anyone thought. The cameras clicked. The microphones leaned in. Every headline seemed ready to write her story before she even spoke. Yet in that single moment, Princess Leonor de Bourbon stood taller than the weight of centuries. The world had whispered, "She's too young, she's not ready, she's fragile, she's controlled." Rumors were painted as truth, circling her like shadows. And then, with poise, clarity, and fire in her voice, she shattered them all. This wasn't the shy teenage girl many still imagined. This was Her Royal Highness, stepping into her own power, her own voice. But how did we get here? And why was this moment so explosive, so unlike anything Spain had witnessed in decades? Later in this video, you'll hear the exact words that left journalists frozen and audiences erupting. But first, let's rewind. The weight of expectations. From the moment Leonor was born on October 31, 2005, her path was decided for her. The first daughter of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, she was not just a child, she was an heir. A symbol. A future queen. But symbols do not breathe. Symbols do not feel the ache of pressure. Yet Leonor did. Every step she took was measured. Every smile, every silence, judged. The media compared her to her mother, her grandmother, even to foreign princesses her age. And with each comparison came another rumor. Too stiff. Too soft. Too guarded, too modern, too traditional. It was as though no version of Leonor could ever be enough. But quietly, behind palace walls, she was changing. Training, learning, building resilience that the public never saw. And when the time came, she was ready to speak for herself. The reveal. It happened during what was supposed to be a ceremonial appearance. A typical royal duty. Cameras were rolling, but no one expected more than a polite greeting, a rehearsed speech, a carefully drafted message. Instead, Leonor's eyes narrowed. She took the microphone, and then she addressed the whispers head-on. Her voice, clear, firm, emotional. She spoke of the lies, the false narratives, the gossip that tried to reduce her to nothing but a name in headlines. And then she slammed the rumors. Not with anger, not with rage, but with dignity. Because dignity, in her case, was the sharpest weapon of all. Later in this video, I'll tell you the exact sentence that drew gasps across the room. But first, we must understand why her words carried such rare power. Royal silence versus Leonor's voice. Traditionally, royals do not respond to rumors. Silence is the crown's shield. Silence is its armor. But silence, for Leonor, became chains. The public did not see the sleepless nights. The way her every move online was dissected. The way her friendships were scrutinized. Even her education, turned into gossip. At 18, Leonor became a soldier, not just in uniform, but in spirit. Her military training was not just about tactics and drills. It was about learning to withstand storms. And when the storms of rumor came, she knew silence would not save her. So she chose to speak. And when she did, her voice sliced through decades of royal tradition. It wasn't just about her. It was about every young woman told to sit still, smile, and never answer back. In that moment, Leonor was not just the heir to Spain. She was a daughter, a young woman, a human being who refused to be silenced. The palace reacts. King Felipe was watching. So was Queen Letizia. The reaction was instant, visible, undeniable. Philippe's jaw tightened, but his eyes softened. Because though she had broken unwritten rules, she had also shown exactly why she could one day wear the crown. Letizia's face was different, a mix of pride and fear. She knew the weight of every word Leonor spoke would echo far beyond the room. And it did. Within hours, Spain's news outlets erupted. International media followed. Princess Leonor slams rumors. Future queen finds her voice. Royal silence shattered. But behind closed doors, the conversations were sharper. Did she go too far? Did she expose too much? Did she show strength, or recklessness? The truth lies somewhere in between. And it is in that tension that Leonor's story becomes not just royal, but deeply human. Her words. And now, what did she actually say? What left the press room stunned into silence? Leonor leaned forward and declared, "I am not a headline. I am not a rumor. I am a person, and I will speak for myself." Those sentences, simple, but revolutionary. Because in a monarchy where silence was always the strategy, her decision to claim her voice was nothing short of history in motion. It wasn't a scandal. It wasn't rebellion. It was truth. And truth, spoken from her, carried the weight of 1,000 crowns. But the story doesn't end here. Because every word Leonor spoke has consequences. Later in this video, you'll discover how Spain's younger generation reacted, and why her words resonated far beyond palace walls. Students replayed the clip again and again. Young women saw themselves in her struggle. Veterans of gossip and politics admitted, she had struck a nerve. And yet, the question remains, what happens next? Does Leonor's boldness make her stronger, more beloved, more untouchable? Or will it draw harsher scrutiny, greater backlash, sharper whispers in the shadows? The answer, of course, is both. Because every royal choice creates both loyalty and doubt, admiration and criticism, and Leonor knows this better than anyone. But here lies the deeper truth: she has chosen her path. No longer the silent princess. No longer the cautious symbol. She is now the voice of a generation, a future queen who understands that silence can no longer protect her. And that is why this moment will be remembered. Not as scandal, not as rebellion, but as the day Princess Leonor became more than an heir. She became herself.